It was doubleheader day as the Jackals played two 7-inning games against the Newark Bears at Yogi Berra Stadium. Brandon Jones and Danny Rams switched their normal positions for Game 1, and making his first start as a Jackal was Wes Romer. The Jackals gave Romer an early lead in the bottom of the first when Nick Giaraputo smacks one past the shortstop to score Brandon Jones and make the game 1-0. The Jackals continued their hot bats in the third when Brian Sabatella smokes one down the line and left, and Brandon Jones would fly around the bases, scoring all the way from first and putting the Jackals up 2-0. Later in the inning, Sabatella would steal third for his 20th stolen base of the season, and then would score on a Chris Duffy single for a 3-0 lead. The Jackals would add one more for good measure in the fourth when Jeremy Barnes would hit home Chris Curran to make the game 4-0 Jackals. The Bears came into the game as the hottest team in the league after sweeping the Rockland Boulders, but Romer shut them down with a complete game shutout, only allowing 3 hits in the Jackals' 4-0 win.
The final score of Game 1 of today's doubleheader, New Jersey Jackals 4, Newark Bears 0.
After a quick 30-minute intermission to get some food, the Jackals were at it again for Game 2 against the Bears. Benji Johnson got the second game off as Danny Rams moved behind the plate, and on the mound for the Jackals was Mike McGuire. Things started a little differently in this one as the Bears scored 3 in the top of the first before the Jackals answered back in the bottom of the second when Rob Benedict hit an RBI single to right, scores Nick Giaraputo and cuts the deficit to 3-1. The Bears would score another run on this play, but look at the throw by Chris Curran. Guns the runner down at third base with an incredible throw. Great play by the center fielder there. That seemed to wake up the bats as the Jackals stormed back in the bottom of the fourth. Jose Cuevas, with runners on first and second, lines one up the middle that would score Duffy and get the Jackals back in the game. The very next batter was Rob Benedict, who would continue his great day at the plate with a huge RBI single that would tie the game at 4 as both Rams and Cuevas crossed the plate. The game stayed tied until the bottom of the fifth when Chris Duffy singled to right and Brian Sabatella would score easily to give the Jackals their first lead of the game. Keith Cantwell came in to close and shut the Bears down for his 14th save of the season, and the Jackals swept the Bears by winning Game 2, 5-4.
The final score of Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader, New Jersey Jackals 5, Newark Bears 4.
Jackals fans, remember to like us on Facebook, follow us at Jackals Baseball on Twitter, and go to jackals.com for tickets, info, and more.